the NBA playoffs on EA Sports. We bring you coverage of Game 2 of the Eastern Conference semifinals. We're at Barclays Center in Brooklyn. Tonight, the Brooklyn Nets taking on the Detroit Pistons. Hi, everyone. With Jay Williams, I'm Ed Cohen. Jay, you talk about the Nets coming in. They were winners in Game 1, as expected, on their home floor. They'll look to build on that advantage here at home in Game 2.
And Game 1 went as expected. But now, as the higher seed, you still got to take care of business in Game 2. As a road team, all you're looking to do is split one of these first 2 games.
Shot from the lane won't go.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
And the reward, a couple of times.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
Luke Kennard, a couple of free throws on the way. A career 85% free throw shooter. Off the mark on the first free throw. Good recovery. Hits the second free throw. Harden into the front court. Just underway. Happier with us for Game 2. To Griffin. Harden. Oh, scary stuff from DeAndre Jordan. Missed his first. That one goes.
Old school equals high percentage.
Here's Simmons with it up top. Down by 1. Navigating through traffic. Simmons to the basket, but his shot stays out. Irving to Griffin. Goes to the left side. Down low to Jordan. To Griffin. 4-3. His first, scary sight. DeAndre Jordan with the putback slam.
That's a DJ we all know and love.
The possession in favor of Detroit. Driving right to the basket. And he's fouled. He's going to the line for 2.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
Ben Simmons has got 2 shots coming. 56% for his career. Nope. First one does not go. Second one's good. Splits the pair. Irving into the front court. 2-point advantage. Durant knocks it down. That was a tough shot. Kevin Durant, dynamic once again.
And giving it to you any way you want it. On the block, from the perimeter, mouse in the house, whatever the scenario is, Kevin Durant has an answer.
And stuffs it home.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Harden, deep left corner. To Durant. Deep right corner. Griffin to Jordan. Down low. Nothing going here on that drive. And scores, plus the foul. DeAndre Jordan, another strong finish, going to the line for a chance at 3.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
throw good as he completes the three-point play. The lead is up to 6. Simmons with it. He'll run the offense. No good. Jordan to Griffin. From long range. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
It's Detroit's ball. Oh, Ben Simmons. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Griffin to Irving. Gets it in the left corner. Griffin to Irving. Harden. Deep 2 there. Won't go. Jordan to Griffin. Going to launch beyond the arc. And Blake Griffin buries the 3 with a hand in his face.
Every hero needs a good sidekick. Nice find to set up a 3.
Dylan Brooks to Simmons. And a whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Kennard. Off the assist.
The pro game has really come down to PNRs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
Harden with the basketball. It's an 8-point lead. To Griffin. Durant. Harden. Well defended.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Luke Kennard matched up with Harden. To Simmons. Dylan Brooks. Detroit with 4 to shoot. Simmons. Tough shot. Well defended.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
To Durant. James Harden. First couple didn't go. That one is true. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
Simmons to Luke Kennard. Shot clock to 4 for the Pistons. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Luke Kennard bothered just enough on that one. To Durant. Slams it down. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Here comes the screen. DeAndre Jordan rejects it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Kevin Durant, 3 for 3. That's a perfect start. How do you neutralize a threat like Kevin Durant?
Well, that weak side defender constantly has to shade Kevin Durant, and that primary defender, you have to funnel KD into help every single possession, contest shots, and hope that you can deter his vision and that he misses.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
It's Harden. Brings the ball up. To Griffin. For 3.
That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. First one goes down. he hits the second. Perfect from the line. Hits all three of them. Pistons have it. Blake Griffin sends it away.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Jordan to Dinwiddie. A bad pass as the Pistons come away with it. Oh, Ben Simmons. He's 3 for 7.
Ed, I have a rule. If you're 6'9" or taller, I don't want to see you jelly it. I don't want to see any kind of weird spin or English on the ball. Just dunk it. Keep it simple, please.
Durant to Dinwiddie. To Durant. Now to Jordan, down low. Able to convert inside.
This has been a good first quarter for him so far. That wasn't an easy shot, but he was able to knock it down and add to their lead.
Simmons into the front court. Trailing by 15. The drive right to the basket. DeAndre Jordan tips it. Substitution being made in this one. Simmons to Jackson. 5 seconds to shoot. Jackson to Simmons. Fires the three. Textbook defense.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Pistons ball here. Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
There's a fine line between being active and being a detriment. You don't want to keep giving up extra possessions.
Knocks down the first. 2 for 2 on that trip. Dinwiddie with the basketball. His guys up by 15. Jordan to Durant. Down low, Aldridge. Scores from the post.
I don't think anyone saw this one coming, but it looks like they're trying to send a message. Look into their eyes. They're laser focused. They're playing as if this game is tied.
Driving right to the basket. LaMarcus Aldridge with a piece.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
That's what you've come to expect. Your best players making baskets.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Simmons, that's good D. Shot no good. To Durant. DeAndre Jordan, look out. Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out of the gate.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Finally something goes their way. I don't think I need to tell you, but this has been a disaster of a first quarter. They just need somebody to get hot, and then they need to come together as a team and get a few stops.
Beyond the arc for 3. The board to Kaminsky. Right now, the Pistons have the basketball. He throws it down.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
probing the defense. Dinwiddie into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. Aldridge. From the painted area, won't go down. Simmons with it. Looking to make something happen. And throws it down. Jay, perhaps that's a start.
Those kind of plays get me fired up. That's a momentum play. They look lifeless here in the first quarter, but a dunk like that can get your team going in the right direction.
Dinwiddie with the basketball. The lead is 15. To Durant. Pass stolen by Detroit. Jackson to Simmons. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And so many players, when they come into the paint, they come in with that soft approach. He didn't come in soft at all. He came in with aggression, and he went through the defender. Through, not around. That's key.
Ben Simmons at the line for a chance at a three-point play, shooting 75% so far tonight. Free throws good, a three-point play, and the lead back down to 12. Now the Nets going to take a timeout as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play. It's a 5-second violation. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Ben Simmons trying to cash in on a three-point play, shooting 80% in this contest. Free throw good, a three-point play, and they're back within single digits, down by 9. Here's Harden with the rock. Fires the three. Can't go down. Smothering defense. Simmons. The drive, right to the basket. Layup's good. That's as high percentage as it gets.
You can finally see this team starting to get their rhythm and their groove offensively. This is a good run to get them back in the ballgame.
Harden to Jordan. Stuffs it down with authority. Feed the big fella. Point to the passer.
So good when you get everybody involved, in particular your bigs. You get them going, they'll run the court faster, and guess what? They'll set harder screens because they're actually in the game.
To Simmons. Reset here. Let's see what they do. DeAndre Jordan pins it. That's his third block this evening.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Curling inside, and look out. Big finish at the rim. Long key from three-quarters court. We've reached the end of the first quarter here in game number 2. Back with more after this. It's the second round of the Eastern Conference playoffs on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. And the front court comes Simmons, trailing by 11. Off the penetration, almost, but no good. Irving to Aldridge. Harry Giles snatching it out of the air.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
And they called a foul. Jay, he was there too late.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
James Harden at the line for 2 shots. A career 85% free throw shooter. And he connects on the first free throw. And gets both to drop at the line. Here's Simmons with it up top. His guys trail by 13. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
It's Brooklyn's ball. To Aldridge. LaMarcus Aldridge. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Oh, ferocious slam inside.
And no emotion, just that ice-cold stare. That's a sign of somebody who's here to compete.
Irving with the basketball. Minute gone by in this second quarter. Harden. He engulfed him that time. Jackson with it. Down 11. Can't connect. Defense did its job that time. With the interception. To Simmons. Gets to the basket and scores.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
James Harden at the controls. Lets it fly from long range. That's a high degree of difficulty for Rondae Hollis-Jefferson. Jackson with it. 9-point margin. Has a chance. Wide open look, won't go.
Just seems like there's lead in the feet of the defenders. You have to bounce quicker to the ball to deter that shot.
Kyrie Irving. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
Well, you know what the old saying is, when you assume you make a... You know what I'm talking about. You can't fault the D too much there. I was expecting to kick out 3.
Defense making the ball carrier work. Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. Reggie Jackson, defended by the former Longhorn Aldridge. Deep 2 there, won't go. To Hollis-Jefferson. No, I missed a short one there. Jackson with it. He'll run the offense. Throws it down.
An easy 2. Get back on defense.
Irving brings the ball up court. To Hollis-Jefferson. Harden. Takes stock of the floor. To Irving. Baseline drive. Kyrie Irving. He's 2 for 2 now.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
It was right there. He was hacked. They let it go.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
Good look that time, but off the mark. Another shot won't go either. Here's Irving into the front court. It's an 11-point game. Shot from the lane won't go. Jackson. Couple of cracks at the line now.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Harry Giles, couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 50%. Wants to do better. First free throw is good. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Harden with it up top. It's a 9-point lead. To Griffin. Yes! And a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Blake Griffin at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Hasn't missed yet. The free throw is good. Finishing off the three-point play. The lead grows to 12. The possession in favor of Detroit. Blake Griffin! Huge block!
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
And the two counted at the rim for DeAndre Jordan.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Durant with the basketball up top. Up a dozen. A bad pass as the Pistons come away with it.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on. Oh, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Jay, they're lucky they get the ball back. Time for some new personnel into the game. Kennard. Not that time.
See, when good shooters catch, they just shoot. When bad shooters catch, they become hesitant, reluctant. That's the first sign of a guy that doesn't have confidence.
James Harden. He's 3 for 7.
It can only be one of two things here. One, the defender ran out of gas. Or two, this dude is just unstoppable.
To Luke Kennard. Offensive board. To Harden. And scores. Strong take.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Simmons with it. His guys down big. To Luke Kennard. A pass stolen by the Nets.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Harden still hasn't hit from deep in the first half. No good.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact... Whoa! Get that out of here!
Message sent, Jay. Won't go. Dylan Brooks to Simmons. Screen coming. Simmons to Luke Kennard. Has a look. Kennard shot off the mark.
And it's never a great thing when you're talking to yourself the entire next possession about the shot you just missed. Now you know you're in that player's head mentally.
Simmons into the front court. Down a bundle. Gets to the basket, but it's no good. Irving to Griffin. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Throws it down.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Now it's Harden at the controls. To Irving. Here's a chance from long range. Smothering D.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Simmons. Driving right to the basket. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Montrezl Harrell trying to cash in on the three-point play. Numbers not in his favor, 61% for his career. And he misses that one free throw. To Harden. Had a good look there, but it's no good.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
That's off the side of the rim, no good. To Harden. Durant. Harden buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
To Luke Kennard. DeAndre Jordan able to recover with the block. Fourth this contest.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Curling inside, and a throwdown.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something, get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
Kevin Durant with the rock. Harden to Dinwiddie. Cleans the offensive glass. Blocked away.
That one's in the 15th row.
Huge denial. Harden to Durant. Kennard to Simmons. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
No good. Dylan Brooks, terrific vision. Big finish at the rim.
Ed, did you see what this pass just did? Now it encourages his teammates to move with more sense of urgency because they understand that next time down the court, they might be on the receiving end of that pass.
To Dinwiddie. Down low to Jordan. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Kennard to Simmons. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was the look of a three-point play. You always going in thinking you can get more at the rim.
To Harden. Durant to Harden. Durant. That's how you defend.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Brooklyn with the basketball. Harden to Griffin. 4-3. And it's rebounded by Brooks. Knocked loose. Nets have it. To Jordan. That's no good. Luke Kennard against Harden. Blake Griffin sends it away.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket. We've reached halftime here in Game 2. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jalen Rose, and this is your EA Sports Halftime Report. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Brooklyn Nets. The Pistons are down at halftime and in need of some momentum. They've been scrappy, doing their best to be competitive. We'll see if their efforts are more rewarded in the second half. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Detroit Pistons.
Game track. Blocks.
The Brooklyn Nets came to play today, and the opposition knows it. All these blocks are more than just rejections. They're statements.
Player of the half.
DeAndre Jordan put together a highlight reel of dunks in the first half. At this point, the defense is trying to avoid showing up in any posters. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. number 1.
And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
It's Detroit's ball. DeAndre Jordan with the block. Ooh, 5 now.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
And the 2 for Blake Griffin.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Slams it down.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
Simmons with it. He'll run the offense. To Luke Kennard. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Ben Simmons at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. He's been steady, 83% at the line. Free throw good for the 3-point play. It's back to a 14-point game. Harden has it up the floor. To Jordan, down low. DeAndre Jordan, look out.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
DeAndre Jordan swats it. Incredible. 6 tonight. Whoa, what a finish. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
To Durant. Now to Jordan, down low. Finger roll, finishing with finesse.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
DeAndre Jordan rejects it. Make that 7. Kennard. Short jumper misses. Kevin Durant has it. To Dinwiddie. Durant. To Dinwiddie. Down to 5 on the 24. To Jordan. Shot clock violation.
Defense, let's go.
Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Harden, down low to Jordan. From the outside, no good. And the front court comes Simmons. 14-point deficit. Oh, emphatic slam. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
Brooklyn's got it. Harden to Durant. Harden to Jordan. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
To Simmons. Able to convert inside.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Harden in possession. Lead is 12. To Durant. To Jordan. Down low. Shot from in close. No good. Dylan Brooks against KD. Harden in possession. Up a dozen. Finish that.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
Nets reclaim it. It's James Harden once again. To Durant. From long range. No good. That's great defense.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
And he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's an even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. First try, no good. No good on the first, no good on the second. 0 for 2. Dinwiddie into the front court. His team leads it by 10. To Jordan. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
DeAndre Jordan trying to cash in on the three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. Free throw up and good as they open things up to a 13-point lead. Pistons have it. And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for 2.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Ben Simmons has got 2 shots coming. He's shooting 85% in this game. And hits the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2. Harden into the front court. The lead is 11. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Down low for Griffin with a drop step. Scores from the post.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
Here's Simmons with it up top. The deficit now up to 13. And count the basket inside.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
To Griffin. And buries it. Jay, they'll take that any day.
Old school equals high percentage.
Simmons with it. His guys trail by 13. got it.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
It's in the hands of James Harden. To Jordan. Cleans it up. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Simmons into the front court. His guys currently down by 13. And the basket good at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Harden with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Jordan knocked loose. Baseline drive. And a putback slam.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
DeAndre Jordan sends it away. 8 now.
Just incredible timing on that slot.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
To Luke Kennard. They go down low to Simmons. Missed it. How'd that not go down? To Harden. Down low Durant. Big finish at the rim. Now the Pistons going to use a timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. New blood coming in for both sides. Nice step through to get to the basket.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
To Harden. Now to Jordan, down low. Knocked loose. Picked up, here we go. Simmons with it. Down by 15. Now ready for a couple of free throws.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
First one, count it. Able to convert on both free throws. To Jordan. Rebound comes down to Simmons. Pistons ball here. Driving is Simmons, but a shot no good.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
And strokes it.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
In the front court comes Simmons. Trailing by 15. DeAndre Jordan tips it. 9 blocks.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
He shoots, off the mark. Simmons. And the finish. Slam dunk.
An easy two. Get back on defense.
Harden with it up top. His team on top by 13. Can't connect. Simmons. Oh, ferocious slam inside.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Nets have the basketball. To Jordan. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
Woo! Did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Ben Simmons at the line for 2 shots. He's been steady, 90% at the line. First one goes down. And he makes them both. To Griffin. Aldridge. Nice pass to set things up.
Underutilized, underutilized, underutilized. Am I getting my point across? Let's see more of it.
To Simmons. Rises for the slam.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
To Griffin. And he finishes at the rim. Simply put, can you build a franchise around Blake Griffin right now?
No, not right now. I think he's starting to get to the latter part of his career. I think he could be a key cog in a championship team, but just not the main guy.
It goes down. Oh, he's feeling good. Maybe too good.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Dinwiddie with the basketball. It's an 11-point game. And slams it down. Big finish for Aldridge.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Deep three at the buzzer. That'll do it. Third quarter complete, and the Nets enjoying some breathing room. Brooklyn basketball here as we start the fourth quarter. You figured they certainly had the advantage coming into this one. Jay, that's how it's played out.
On paper, this wasn't set up to be much of a contest. If the crowd could have gotten into it early, maybe. But sometimes a team is so good that you never had a chance to even start.
And finishes strong.
And no emotion, just that ice-cold stare. That's a sign of somebody who's here to compete.
The ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving to Aldridge. And the defender over pursues, and he's called for it.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
Durant. Here's Simmons with it up top. His guys down by 9. Screen coming. Jared Allen with a piece.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
The drive, right to the basket. Right down Broadway, 4-2.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Jared Allen at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 77% at the line. The free throw, good. Cashes in on the three-point play. The lead now stands at 10. Right now, the Pistons have the basketball. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Free throw good to cap off the three-point play. That cuts it to a 7-point game. Kyrie across the timeline. He'll run the offense. Now preparing to shoot at the line.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Jared Allen, a couple of free throws on the way. Hasn't missed yet. Knocks down the first. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. The possession in favor of Detroit. To Luke Kennard. Sizing up the defense. Curling inside. Gets a look. Can't hit. Jared. Oh, that's out.
Out of here. It always looks cool, but guess what? You're still on D.
Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Kennard to Reggie Jackson. Down the lane. The shot won't fall.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short on the shot.
Runner's good there.
And that transition offense was flawless when guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency. You heard me correctly, a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot every possession.
Into the front court, it's Irving. The lead stands at 9. Going to launch beyond the arc. Kyrie Irving. He's going to get 3 shots here. A career 87% from the line. And he connects on the first free throw. Missed the middle one. One more coming. It's Detroit's ball. To Luke Kennard. Working hard on the glass. Scores from the post.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
To Luke Kennard. Dylan Brooks to Luke Kennard. Short jumper won't fall. To Dinwiddie. Oh, good work to step in front. The pass taken away. Kennard. Dinwiddie into the front court. The advantage is 13 points. And a finish at the rim.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Dylan Brooks matched up with Aldridge. To Luke Kennard. Jared Allen snatching it out of the air. Shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Kyrie with the rock. To Durant. Irving. To Durant. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. And Kevin Durant, all in one motion, hits it off the catch and shoot.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Simmons to Luke Kennard. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Won't go. He needs some luck on his side given how they're defending. Irving into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. To Griffin. Pass stolen by Detroit. Dylan Brooks. Simmons driving, but a shot no good. Durant. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Ah, the monster stuff.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are 2 different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
To Durant. Nothing going here on that drive. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Kevin Durant trying to cash in on a 3-point play. Career 88% from the line. Unable to connect on the free throw. Simmons with it. His guys down big. Jared Allen. Huge block.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Blake Griffin at the line for a chance at a three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. Off the mark on his free throw. Simmons into the front court. Down a bundle. He gets it.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
Hey, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Jared Allen trying to cash in on the three-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Free throw's good. Add one more to the total. This game feels out of reach. To Simmons. For three. Now that's a contest.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
And that'll be out of bounds. Last touch by Durant. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Simmons with it. Looking to make something happen. Driving right to the...
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Jared Allen able to recover with the block.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Pistons have it. Reggie Jackson matched up with Durant. Lays it up and in.
Did you see that change of direction mid-flight? And also the English he utilized to spin the ball off the rim? That was a thing of beauty.
Harden to Irving. Harden. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
He was absolutely scoring at will in the first half. But now that the defense has picked up, don't try to do too much. Less is more.
Irving with the basketball. His guys hold a commanding lead. Can't connect. To Simmons. Can't miss those. To Harden. Knocked loose. Simmons. Easy path to the rim.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Able to convert inside.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Pistons ball here. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
A bad pass as the Pistons come away with it.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Gets a shot up off the mark. Dillon Brooks to Jackson. Dillon Brooks to Reggie Jackson. Fine to shoot. Fires the three. That's a tough shot for Dillon Brooks. No good to Durant. Oh, emphatic slam.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Simmons to Jackson. Simmons. It's a big finish.
Just wait a second, Ed. Wait 1 second. Can we go back to the play before this great play that we just saw? Just because you have a bad offensive possession, you can't allow that to go down and reciprocate itself on the defensive end. One bad play does not make two bad plays. You have to bounce back. That's how you play this game.
Kyrie Irving controlling the offense. Beyond the arc for three. Kyrie Irving is going to get a chance at three here, shooting 66% in this contest. First free throw is good. It's a second. One more coming. Knocks down all three at the line. Right now, the Pistons have the basketball. Simmons goes to the right side. Probing the defense. Jackson to Simmons. Jackson. Add 2 points to the board.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Here's Irving into the front court. He'll run the offense. Harden. I don't know, Jay. They have a big lead. This game is just about over. You might not make many friends on the other side with that three.
Oh, I don't want to hear that generic coaching speak about dwindle down the shot clock, use the clock is your friend. No, if you have a chance to beat him by 50, beat him by 50. If you want to beat him by 100, keep shooting more threes.
It's the Nets who are victorious. They've taken the upper hand in this best-of-7 series, a 2-0 lead. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA Playoffs on EA Sports. Find out more at easports.com. Until next time, good night.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. When you look at these highlights, you can see how this team was able to earn the victory in this matchup. Great game by this squad. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Brooklyn Nets. The Pistons didn't get the victory they wanted here today. And even though some of them smiled and shook hands with the other guys after the game, you could tell by the way they headed to the tunnels how disappointed they were about this loss. Check out the leading scores for the Detroit Pistons.
Game stats. Player of the game.
DeAndre Jordan was happy to throw down plenty of dunks. And if the defense happened to be there, he brought them along for the ride. These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. We look forward to seeing you again next time.